Hello, it is your stitchy friend Laura from Australia visiting you again. Isn't it nice that I do home visits? So come and visit you every 2 weeks or so for a little stitchy chat. Even though I feel like today I'm a little bit lacking the chat because I'm tired. I am tired. So we might just as well start with what's happening at the moment, like live chat. Then move on to other chat, stitchy chat, haul chat. I just got some extra haul today. Even made the effort to walk down to the letterbox to get it because I was excited. I'm a bit lazy and I don't always like to walk down there. So no, it's not far away. Just lazy. That's all there's to it. Well, when I last filmed 2 weeks ago, God, I can't believe it's already 2 weeks, because I had to be stressing about getting that one filmed because it was about the retreat and everything, and there was just so many things to talk about and felt really overwhelming. So this one then has delayed a bit because does it need repeating? Well, yes it does, because I'm tired. So why am I tired? If you follow me on Instagram, you already know. So I know I've been telling about like my anxiety has been pretty bad at times. Bit up and down, but sometimes it feels like there's more and more days when I'm like days in a row when I'm just really struggling. And then at the end it feels so intense that all I want to do is just go to bed and hide under the covers and like not come out of there, and I just stay there because it feels safe and comfortable, and I just wait for Paul to come home then and come and rescue me from there kind of and take me out for ice cream because that helps. It's nice to go out for a drive when it's dark out and go get some lovely gelato from Gelato Messina, which is my favorite place. Because I love it that their gelatos, they have a lot of bits in them, which is like, because I get a bit bored just eating like just smooth gelato ice cream. But theirs always have lots of bits, like crunchy bits or chocolate bits or whatever it is. They're awesome. They're just awesome. That reminds me that I haven't been there this week yet. Well, I can't go tonight since there'll be this video to edit. Maybe tomorrow night. Surely I need to have it at least weekly, right? Anyway, back to the story. So, my anxiety, it felt like it was getting a bit too much. So, I decided that it is finally time to get my sleep right. Like go back to like to the basics and just try and fix those, because I think that would do wonders to dealing with the anxiety. And I thought sleep would be the first one, really, because my sleep has been all over the place for many years now. It started really when there were times that like Paul was in between jobs, because those times were really scary for me, because I worried so much about like what is going to happen with life and will we have enough money to, get us through, and we'll be able to pay the rent, and, all these things. We have been just fine. But it is such hard times for someone with already very intense anxiety. So during those times, being up at night was for me much safer than being up during the day, because at night it felt like the rest of the world was asleep. Nothing would happen. There wouldn't be a chance to like look for work and be told no, or there wouldn't be any bad news coming. It's such a safe time because it's so quiet. You can just do your things, and life feels that little bit more normal then. And I do think that was like the start of the bad sleep then, because once you get to that, it is a little bit then scary to get. Well, maybe, well, okay, it was a little bit scary to get out of that, because even though things have been just fine now, like for a year and a half, I think, the nighttime being up is really nice, but it does mess up a lot then with the rest of the life, because I want to then nap during the day, and then I don't get much done during the day, which makes me feel really, really guilty, because at night I just want to do my things. Anyway, it becomes like this really big mess, and I was feeling worse and worse because of that. So a week ago, I thought, no more napping. I'm going to get my sleep right. I think it's going to take a while. I want things to happen immediately, so but this time I have been trying to be more realistic, and my plan has pretty much just to survive the daylight hours, like just get through the day, however it is that I can do that. I don't need to do anything special. I don't whatever I can do to get through the day, that's it. So I have mainly been sitting at my desk because, of course, I can't fall asleep there. And I have been doing stitching. I have tried every now and then, I've gone out in the car to stitch somewhere else for a bit, to wake up a little bit. Some days have been just so difficult, like just so difficult to stay awake. During this first week, I've had one nap. It was so cold the other day, and I escaped under a blanket and pretty much just passed out immediately. I was that tired, but that's pretty good. My biggest problem at the moment is night sleep, because I would like to, I thought that I would like to have my sleep hours from 10 till 6, because then when it's summertime, it would be 11 till 7. So I would just alternate between those hours when it's wintertime or summertime. But for some reason, at 10 o'clock, I've been wide awake, like not even close to being able to sleep. So that's been then really stressful, because it's been taking like till midnight to fall asleep, and I want to get up at 6. So I have not been getting up at 6. I've been getting up sort of 7 or 7:30. But that's fine. I'm okay with that. I know it'll get right, slow, because at some point that 10 o'clock tiredness has to start coming, because surely it won't be avoiding me for that long. Well, in fact, last night I did fall asleep soon after 10. But oh my, I had the worst night in a long time last night. I did sleep, but it was constant anxious dreams. I feel like it was like the best of all my previous anxious dreams. Yeah, all the worst bits were put in this one dream. So I woke up all sweaty first, and then woke up. I had been grinding my teeth, and woke up with a headache. It was just not that great. But I'm still trying, so I'll just keep on going. I can do this. I can do this. You know, I can't actually believe that I've already done a week of it. And the next 4 days, Paul will be at home because sometimes he works from home, sometimes he goes to the city to work. So next 4 days he will be at home, so I have some extra support here, which is great. And yeah, I'll keep going. And the best thing about this, despite being tired and whatever, blah blah, uh, um, my anxiety levels have been lower, much lower. Yes, yes. So I'm happy about that. So I don't know where last night's awful anxiety dreams came from, but otherwise, been pretty good. By the way, I'm wearing my chicken t-shirt. You remember this one from my very first one? Haven't worn it since. So I made an effort to grab this one now. Because I've been working on 2 chicken whips. So are you excited to see what I've been working on? Okay, let's go this one first. Because I think it was the next day after I did my last video. I had my monthly meetup again, which is always fantastic. Another one that I had a very good time at. It really is nice to have it. Ladies there are just so lovely. They put up with me a lot. So I appreciate that. And besides, there are usually baked goods involved, so that is lovely. Anyway, lovely Miss Jackie Stitches on Instagram, asked if we could work together on a whip that we both have. And I was just fine with that because I started mine in December when I did my 20 new starts in very quick succession. And I hadn't touched it since, so I thought that was a good idea. Of course, at those meetups, I don't do a lot of stitching, just like at the retreat, because it's fun socializing time for me. So that's pretty much what I do. Anyway, my whipping's in this bag. I love that flower fabric. I think it's really pretty. It is the Through the Storms by Silver Creek Samplers, which is really nice. I'm doing it with the Fancy Floss, and Jackie is doing her own conversion. Hers is looking lovely, brighter colors. So I'm going to put here the starting point, and before I show it, so this became my what do you call it, like a travel project. So I work on it if I'm in the car and know that I'm going to be sitting there for a while waiting for Paul, or if I go, because I like to, like, if I get out to go stitch somewhere, I usually just drive to my local shops, just park there, I have my iPad on, so I put a podcast on. I usually crack the window open a bit so I can hear traffic and people, and I listen to podcasts and I stitch. It's just nice to be, somewhere out there in the wild. So, in this last week, I have stitched here and here and here. And today, here, which is my desk. Because every time I stitch on this, I send a picture to Jackie to show her that, look, I'm working on it again. I'm out in the wild. So I showed you the start where I was, and oh dear, this is where I'm at now. Yeah, that's a nice little progress. Usually, like when I go out, I mean, I don't stay there that long, so I usually just finish a few letters or a word or something. Just been trying to work on this, this part of the project, since that's on its own page, pattern page. I think it's looking really nice, and it is on my favorite fabric, Ubelher Eva 28 count. And I think it is even weave, even though it has the thicker bits, but it's just like textured even weave, really. So I don't think it's linen. God, I think it looks so nice. So far I've only been stitching with the Gentle Arts Uniform Blue. Not much of it left. I only have one length left, so the pattern asked for or recommended 2 strands, but I've been using 3 because I felt like the 2 it wasn't enough. It didn't show up nicely, so I'm using 3. So I most definitely don't have enough left of this, so I'll have to order more. I hope that the color will be pretty much the same, or at least not too much different, so that it won't look weird. That's a bit of a pain with the fancy floss, isn't it? You have to have like the same, try and find the same looking color instead of it just being the same. Well, maybe it will be. I don't know. I really don't have that much experience with the fancy floss, so bit out of it. Right, so this one I already said I was working at it at my desk this morning. So got that top part done. So did the very top part there. I think above this there are then the clouds. So when I run out of that uniform blue, I'll just start stitching the clouds and moving that way and order it whenever and just to work on the rest of it. But it's really nice. Really, really nice and really fun to work on that one. So next, I got some kits. Kits. Yes, it was so nice to get some kits. I ordered these ones from Cross Stitch Corner, which is in Germany, because there was an art here kit that I really, really, really badly wanted, and they had it, and then I realized they had 2 other kits that I, really, really, really wanted. Maybe one less really. So then I got all 3 and very happy. So here's the first one. I'm not going to make chicken sounds. I'm not in the mood for making chicken sounds. I did say to Paul that he should record some chicken sounds because he's good at it. And then whenever the chickens come out, we could just play it over the top. Oh, how cute is that? It is a Luca S kit, and it is one of the new releases. I mean, there was no way that I could say no to this, right? No way. It is so cute, and they got personality, and your back stitching, plenty of white stitching. It's on the, does that look blue fabric? Grayish blue? Something like that. It has surprisingly many colors. It's funny, often when I turn it around, one of these kits around, it's like, what, there's that many colors? But very heavy on the grays and white. So let's have a look what it says. It has cross stitches and back stitching, 16 count Ada. It has their own Luca S threads. I'm actually really looking forward to trying them out because I haven't tried them yet. I mean, they look just fine. 22 colors. Skill level is 3 out of 5. 19 by 27.5 centimeters or 7.3 times 10.8 inches. Oh, and it's called My Chickens. Yes. Then number 2. This one I've been admiring for a while, and it is so lovely. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful winter view? It is so Finland, like more rural Finland. I love it. We have tons and tons of red wooden houses in Finland. That is like the Finnish dream. You got your own little red wooden house. I love it. I love it just so much. And it has a bird. And some more birds there. I think all 3 kids actually had birds. Are you surprised? Yeah, I know you're not. I know you're not. Oh, I love it. Whenever I look at this, I just so wish I could see some snowfall. Like, sometimes you do miss it. So this one is by Oven, which is a Russian kit, I think. Yes, it is. And the name of this one is The Enchantress Winter. It's a bit unusual name. The Enchantress Winter. 20 by 27 centimeters. It has 16 count Ada, 18 colors. Unfortunately, the back only shows the white Ada. I wonder how much of the white you need to stitch. I think everything. So what is it with me? I'm buying full coverage so much lately. I never did full coverage. Now I feel like I'm working on full coverage ones. Well, I don't mind, you know. Sometimes that's the mood that takes you. It's been funny that now that I've been very tired, my stitching has been like really slow because I've been just wanting to, you know, just potter at the desk there with the stitching. Do a little bit, watch YouTube at the same time, Flosstube or whatever police videos I watch. But that has made me want to work on whips that are a bit more fiddly. You know, like dimensions kits that just where you really just need to put in the time because they are much more complicated than many others. So I have really enjoyed that because there's a couple of whips that I've been able to work on and get them to, you know, pass that bottleneck where the stitching becomes more fun. That has made me very, very, very happy. Okay. I have been dying to show you this next kit, because that's the one that I really wanted to get, and I love it. I love it. I love it so much, and I really hope you love it too. I think it's beautiful. So here we go. That's it. It's called Swallows, and by RTO. And I think it's just unbelievably beautiful. Those birds are just so great. And look at that jumper with the feathers. And then her hair also has feathers. Aren't those just beautiful? I think it's just, it's so gorgeous. I want a jumper like that. That is so pretty. I cannot wait to stitch this. I wish I was in the mood for new starts right now, but I'm really not. The whips are just calling my name, so always the best time to work on whips then, and leave the new starts for when you just, that's all you want. Oh, I love it so much. The other side, so I've got white Ada. Lots of colours. You can see the pen. Oh, so pretty. What does it say? Does it say anything? Oh, it's 14 count Ada. This one doesn't say how many colors, and well, it has 3 cards. 2 are full, so that's 30. It has a lot of different colors. And the RTO kits have DMC. I just want to keep showing it. It's so pretty. But because I showed that, I've got to show you something that arrived today. That I ordered some needle minders from Ginger Stitch AU, which I told you is my favorite place to buy needle minders from, and they had a bit of a sale last weekend, so I ordered some, and this one is perfect for that kit. Oh, how gorgeous is that? So perfect. I don't usually use or, even care about having a matching needle minder for a whip, but I saw that when I went to look, and I thought, yeah, that's definitely coming here, and I'll be using these two together. Okay, I might as well show the other two since I already started with that. So here is the second one. Yay, cat in a donut. Oh dear. And they had these ones in a few different color cats. So of course I went for the grey one since I got my lovely 2 grey ones, who are refusing to be in the videos because this is what they're doing right now. Yeah. And here is the third one. It's a zombie cat. Oh, that is so cool. Paul said that he wants that, but I told him that if they're selling again at the retreat next year, he can buy one there. I'm keeping this one. Oh, so cool. Very nice new needle minders. I love them. I love it that they're not too big. So there we go with those. Like, oh, I've been so wanting to show that kit. I didn't even post it on Instagram because I wanted to leave something for the video that I haven't shown there yet. Then I had a finish. I cannot believe I have a finish. I finished this one. The one who the one who loves flowers. The one I'm doing with Amanda, Cross Stitch Angel on Instagram. SSL. She's like, I know she did the flowers, and I think she's done then that much of the bear, so she still has a fair bit to finish. But I got mine done, and I told her, there's no need to hurry. Finish it when you do, and then we'll start the next one we have waiting for us. It's not like I'm going to run out of stuff to stitch while she works on this one. But yeah, it's a bit different, I think, than what she usually works on, so it's been a bit of a pain then. But she'll get it done. It's so pretty. So, mine is here all rolled up. So, there he is. I used my own fabric for this one. She's linen. I think it looks so pretty. I left out this blue bit because it really didn't need it. I left whatever blue sky stitches was between the flowers because I thought that was fine. But I wasn't really bothered about that one. So there we go. Oh, he's so adorable. I come a bit closer. Whoop. The flowers are so amazing. Absolutely gorgeous colors. I wonder if it would show nicer if I put the light brighter. There we go. Oh, it's so lovely. It was so nice to have a finish for a change because, like, I knew that this year I'm not going to have any finishes. Oh, gosh, I need to turn that down a bit because I feel like my face is even more pink than it usually is if I have those lights on. But anyway, it was really nice to have a finish because my whips are just so far from being finished. So I knew that this year I'll be just making progress with them. And hopefully maybe next year have some finishes. Oh, God. God, how do you hate people manage it when it takes years to finish those, that you just don't get finishes. Like, I don't know how you do it. And I thought that, because there's often talk about, kits, and if there's enough thread, that comes in the packs to finish them without stress, because I know that like Design Works kits are a little bit difficult with that they often don't have enough. And I know many people have struggled also with Dimensions kits. I haven't actually ever finished any of the bigger Dimensions kits, so I don't know at all how I'll go with the threads. But I've definitely had more than enough with the smaller ones, or the petites, or the, well, all of that size, whether it's Gold Collection or not. Quite curious. So I have plenty left with the RTO kits. I have so many threads still left here. I feel like I could almost go, stitch it again. So with them, I've definitely never had to worry about whether I'll have enough or not. And since I use DMC, they don't give out the numbers, for them. But you can, if you have the DMC, the card thing with the threads, you can easily match it then. So very happy with that one. Okay, what next? Well, I think I'll just keep showing you the whips that I've been working on. I showed in my June plans that I was going to work on Mr. Seagull, or with the flavor of salt, wind and sun. I was very excited to get this one out, and I was going to be very busy working on it. That's it. I mean, I had done this bit here beforehand. That's where I got. I couldn't believe how long it was taking to get that darn seagull done. Like, really, like, I thought that it would be like just something I whip up in no time, or stitch up in no time. No, just no. It was not happening. So decided to pack it away, work on something else that I'm in the mood for, more in the mood for. It does look pretty good though. So this one is still in that bottleneck phase. Not yet something that I'll be craving to work on, despite really liking that picture. But Christina from Calico Whimsy said that the top part was so much nicer to stitch though, like so much faster and whatnot. So maybe I'll count myself higher up, work on something there so I'll get a bit more done of maybe the blue door, the window frame or something like that, and see how it feels then. And that was in a bag made by my mom. Then the next one, chicken. This one was really calling my name, so I told it to come down. Let's work. Is the Sweeping Plains by Country Threads. Love the chickens. And the Australian landscape. Let me fold this a little bit. Okay, I'll show here where I started. And this is where I got to. So this is also now at a much better place for me than before. So past that bottleneck, because this has actually been a fair bit of work to get it done, and there's a lot of color changes, a lot of different colors just going there. So the shed or the house, yeah, I got the two chickens, there's one, then worked on that part. So I am really happy with where I got with this one. Very happy. Gosh, it feels good. It feels so good to get them into that place. But yeah, when I was working on this, I kept thinking, you know, what am I doing working on all these big ones? But then I realized, well, it's because I am tired and it is the perfect time. Okay, something that has been staying at my desk is the winter cabin, or the cabin d'hiver. I don't know. When you have your dimensions ones out, do you like to read these, the name out in different languages? Because I found it just a lot of fun to read them back to myself. Because it is fun. Oh, it is so beautiful. I'm still so in love with that one. Okay, what had I done when I last showed it? I had actually been working on the deer, but they weren't fully stitched yet. I mean, I still don't have back stitching them because I haven't stitched around them yet. But this is where I am. They look pretty amazing, don't they? So all the cross stitches are done now on all 3 of the deer. And then I just did some of the blue there. Then went down here with black and dark brown. And just did a little few random bits there always to finish the thread. Very excited. Gosh, it looks so good on camera, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm so happy to have them done now because I can now start stitching around it, making it bigger, and feels less stressful. This as well now is past the bottleneck, so in a really good spot for stitching. Okay, my next whip to come out. It's in a chicken bag. Yes, it's another chicken. It is this one. Mother Hen with the Little Chicks by Riolis. This one is number 1480. On 14 count 8 up. Oh, with anchor threads, this one. Didn't even know. Anyway, this one has been a big pain because I really love it a lot. Like, that picture is beautiful. Colors are beautiful. Everything is beautiful. But I'm really, really, really struggling to stitch it. I get very overwhelmed. And I think it is mainly because of the pattern. I mean, it's even color pattern, which is what I like because it makes life easier. But somehow it is incredibly overwhelming. And because the colors on the pattern itself are fairly strong, using the highlighter over them doesn't really show up well, and I'm finding it hard to find like where I am. I keep losing track, and it really has been difficult. Like, I've taken it out countless times, always managed to stitch just a little bit. And this kit doesn't have a lot of back stitching, so like when there's a cheek, it doesn't have back stitching around it to make it appear a bit somehow easier for me to see. I've really struggled to explain why it's difficult, but something to do with that anyway. So this time I had a bit better luck with it because I had the time. I could take my time and just be a bit more patient, I think. So anyway, this was my starting point. And this is it now. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy. I stitched so much here. Like a lot on this area. I am so thrilled. That has been a really, really, really tough part to stitch, so I can't believe I've gotten so much done now. Like, ideally, I would love to use like a thick black pen on that pattern to mark things off so that I can see exactly where I'm, because like here there's a few bits missing, and yeah, like under here And I'm finding it a big struggle to, when I'm looking at the pen, to see where those bits actually are. But I don't want to cover the symbols with the black pen though, so I think this would be the one time when I do wish that I was using like Pen Keeper. I think that would make it easier, even though I've never used Pattern Keeper, but that's what I imagine it would do. But yeah, I do love it. I love these flowers. They look so gorgeous. Yeah. So, again, it is in a much better place, this one. Very excited to bring it back out again. And work on it some more. Okay, so you know that in general I am a little bit challenge shy at the moment because Stitch Mania didn't go well, but I still like still like challenges, and I am in Facebook. I'm in the magazine monthly group. Is that what it's called? I think so. Anyway, they had like a quick challenge. I've done so little there so far, so I'm not quite familiar yet with the challenges or what they're called anyway. But this was just like lasting for a week. And it was to pick a whip that has something that grows and stitch 500 stitches or work on it for 5 hours. And that is a simple enough challenge for me. Like, I like the number of stitches, so this is where you have your goal. So it's not about, am I stitching enough? Am I good enough? I just need to do 500 stitches. That's it. So I decided to pick this one because I love it a lot. I love most of my whips a lot. So I really, really wanted some progress on that one. Let me do again a bit of folding here. Okay, so this is my starting point. And this is where I got with 500 stitches. I think this will be amazing. Like, really amazing. Got so much work done on this one. So I think it only has like a couple of different colors. I think it's a blend that is missing from there. Maybe some like random ones here. Then I get like, this is like the first page that I've been working on. I can't wait to do back stitching. I know that if I'm in the mood for back stitching, this one already I could do some here, so that's good to know. Yeah. I love it. Okay, so that was the challenge. Have I worked on anything else? No, that is all that I have actually worked on. But I do have a little bit of haul left before I go. Because Naughty Narelle put some new project bags for sale. She is so bad. She should not be allowed to put anything that I like in her Etsy shop, which is Simply Narelle. Please go buy them so I don't need to, because there are too many that I like. So anyway, I got 2. Yeah, chicken! that is so nice. I had to get it. I really had to get it. So nice. Oh, goes in the back, goes the other way around. Nice and red inside. Oh, it is so nice. And she has her little tag there. Ooh, that's lovely. And then the second one. Yay! But Paul always says that my sheep sound so sick. Poor things. And there it is. I love this. The fabric is so gorgeous. And it is chick blue inside. So pretty. Oh yeah, I only have the cookbook section left, and I better actually go get the cookbooks because I forgot. Okay, cooking segment. Right, because I didn't have anything last time because it had been a bit stressful. Even this time, it took a while for me to get to it. I was going to cook a pasta recipe from this book, and I still plan to do it. I just couldn't get around to doing that. Even getting to baking was difficult, so I baked bread. Okay, this was the book, which is called Martat keittokirja. Keittokirja means cookbook. Actually, it's funny, keitto means soup, and kirja is book, soup book. But no, it's cookbook. Okay, so it had lots of really nice recipes to pick from, but I really felt like trying this bread recipe. I've kind of been enjoying the baking breads. I seem to be doing better with those than like cakes and stuff, even though Amanda, I'm looking at you. Amanda keeps whinging at me for not making any cakes. But I do what I do. Whatever it is, as long as it's a recipe from the book I've picked. It can be whatever. So, I showed this already on Instagram because I was so excited because I had a success. I had a success when I was making the dough, and I said to Paul, this is going to be such a disaster because the dough, it was such mush at one point. But I tried to be intuitive and go with my gut and added some flour to make it a bit better. So this is what I made. Look. Yeah! I'm still so excited. It's so pretty, isn't it pretty? Oh my goodness, I'm so proud of it. It is called aurinkoleipä, which means sun bread. That's what it looks like. Also, the dough has grated carrot, which I really like carrot breads. Because it just like adds a little bit of sweetness. It's not like it's like sweet bread. But yeah. So nice. Yeah. And we just demolished like half of it in no time with some nice salty Lurpak butter. Oh, it was delicious. It was delicious even with cheese on top. It was delicious with ham on top. Oh, they were just amazing. I will most definitely be making this one again. And I was just so proud of myself for baking that. Like, so super proud that I could make something look that pretty. So thank you to everyone for being so encouraging. Me to keep going with this cooking segment and getting some baking or cooking done. I decided to quiet Amanda that the next book would be for sweet ones. It's one that I've shown before because I bought it, so voila. By Manon Legret. Okay, I'll go with that. So I'm gonna make something delicious from this one. I had a look last night because I thought that to try and get me a bit sleepier, I would maybe read a cookbook before bedtime. And I did see this recipe. It is a blueberry meringue pie, which means I would need to make pastry. I would need to make blueberry curd. Didn't know that it existed, blueberry curd. And Italian meringue. That is a big ask. But I'm so tempted because it looks and sounds like super delicious. But if that feels like too much, I could just go for some sort of loaf cake. Do I try cookies again? Oh, cookies. But I need to practice them, right? So that I know what to do with that oven. And this one also looks so nice. It is a apricot, almond and lavender cake. And I do have some dried lavender in the cupboard. Oh, and it's a 1 bowl recipe. I mean, they're always good, right? Or the chocolate and sea salt tart. Paul would love that. I would enjoy it with a really nice cup of black tea and a big load of whipped cream, because the chocolate ones tend to be a bit too rich at times. So I have many options now from Manon's book. Okay. Well, it ended up being a little bit longer than I expected. Oh, I've also managed to get out to the backyard and plant some seeds. I haven't done that for a bit, so that made me really happy too. I'm trying to get some things done here and there, just to get me a little bit more active. So I planted some pak choi, purple pak choi, and some kind of lettuce. I cannot remember though what it was. Was it green mignonette? Maybe. If it wasn't, I'll write it down here. So I just went to check if they sprouted, and they haven't. Maybe next time I'll show you if there's something. And my tiny calamansi tree has first 2 fruits changing color now. So I'm really excited about that too. Unfortunately, Mr. Possum has been eating my orange tree leaves again. I am so sick of Possum eating the orange tree leaves. Like, that tree just doesn't stand a chance. Oh, I'll see what to do next summer. Well, we'll see. No need to worry about that now. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed my visit. And let's get back to stitching. Bye for now.